Well, here's a strange one, folks. Some stories just never seem to go away. They never die. We're talking about Hank's Old Irish Pub back in the news again today. And not for the right reasons. The owners of the pub who were defamed, who were slandered, who were falsely accused of racism, won a judgment, a default judgment against Christopher Logan back in 2024. Logan, who ran away to the United States, now apparently resides here in America, challenged that. And that judgment was set aside. Shocking. High Court rescinds the 1.25 million rand payout order in Hank's Old Irish Pub racism row. Except it was not racism, but rather it was race hustling. Christopher Logan purportedly manufactured a fake racial incident to gain attention and cause irreparable harm to the reputation of Hank's Old Irish Pub and to its owners. Now, years later, somehow, we have allowed this race hustler to enter and live in the United States. What's that all about? Why is he living in America? Why does he get special treatment, get to come here when millions of South Africans can't come here? Yet, racist South African media and politicians bemoan refugee status for good, hard-working, honest South Africans to come to America. No thanks. We'll pass on race hustlers. We have enough of our own. We'll take the good, hard-working folks. Western Cape High Court rescinded a 1.2 million rand default judgment against Christopher Logan about the fake allegations of racism against the owners of Hank's Old Irish Pub. Why? Didn't he cause harm to the owners and to the business? Yes, he did. Are there no consequences to crying wolf? While we're at it, how about a judgment against the South African Captives Human Rights Commission, which boldly attacked the pub with no evidence and went after this pub and made big news about it, calling them racist without any justification whatsoever? Nothing happened to the commission. Judge Nathan Erasmus granted Logan's rescission application, setting aside that default judgment from November 2024. Come again? Why? Why is this set aside? He failed to show up. That's why it was default judgment. And he failed to file his papers in time to appeal that default judgment. Why far into the future does he get to appeal this, and the judge who's overseeing the Jocelyn Smith case, or oversaw the Jocelyn Smith case, gets to rescind it? Now, this, of course, goes back to December 2022, nearly 3 years ago, when Logan accused John Papadakis of racism and claimed that his friend Tabiso Danka was denied entry to the pub because of his race, which was total fiction, a fabricated, fake racial incident, which caused all kinds of chaos in South Africa. It wasn't racism. It was all baloney, allegedly cooked up by Christopher Logan for who knows what reason. On Monday, August 11, 2025, Judge Nathan Erasmus granted Logan's rescission application, which was filed in December of 2024, nullifying the judgment that was issued last year, a month prior. Now, on what basis does Logan get relief? The business was crippled. They got no relief. Now, those allegations went viral on social media, and an assault case was opened against Papadakis, but the National Prosecuting Authority later declined to prosecute because there was no evidence that Papadakis had attacked anyone. Social media race hustlers went bat crap crazy with their go-to default assumption that this was all true, simply because the pub's owners are white. Yet another racist tendency so prevalent in South African media, social media, and far too often in society at large, assuming that a person's racist simply because of their skin color. Papadakis then approached the court to clear his name and that of his brother Viran, and to sue for loss of income due to the negative publicity. And they won that case by default because Logan failed to appear to defend himself. He also failed to file a plea or an exception within 5 days. So now here we have Logan's defense representative, advocate Kolosa Kaba, telling the court that it was problematic that his defense was barred. The court failed to give an ear to an unrepresented litigant. Really? He had attorneys in South Africa. Why did he flee to America? Now, Logan, who lives in the U.S. today, maintained he was not afforded an opportunity to challenge the evidence. But you were afforded an opportunity to race hustle and damage the reputation of a business that has been irreparably harmed. Were you not? Or did you not do that? Is it all just a misunderstanding, Mr. Logan? Kaba said that they tried to negotiate an agreement with Papadakis' attorneys. They want to get out of paying the money, despite the damage done to the business. Now, she said that we've tried numerous times to engage with the applicants, but they're not interested. Well, I don't blame them. These people were tarred and feathered as racist because your client purportedly fabricated an entire racial situation that never occurred. Came back to the pub to start and instigate another problem, and then lied to the media, according to the courts. So why would they want to negotiate with your client? when he's done irreparable harm to their reputations. Now, all over South Africa, there are records in the historical record of them being racist without any evidence. The South African Captured Human Rights Commission went after them. They had to hire attorneys to defend themselves for actions they never committed, all because someone was race hustling. And while we're at it, what the hell is he doing in America? We don't need race hustlers here. What contributions is he making in this society? We have enough of our own race hustlers. So what happens now? Did they get to file for it again? Did they get to appeal? Business still hasn't gotten the money. And they'll never get that money, as I said at the time, because Logan will never pay that. He's in America. He'll never pay that money. So why is he even fighting it? Paying for a lawyer in South Africa. Are you going back to South Africa? What say you, folks? This is what happens. This stuff is fabricated. The untold damage that's done to many South Africans, particularly white South Africans, not exclusively, but over fake racism claims for people who resort to racism because their feelings are hurt and call someone a racist without any evidence whatsoever. Sad.